it's not so much about staying together for the kids, because what happens in a marriage, ideally, your kids will one day be 25 years old on their own, out the house, doing their own thing. Well, if the whole marriage is focused only around the kids, when the kids are gone, you don't have really a lot left. And I think when people
Right.
hear that, they think that you're saying neglect your kids for your
Right.
spouse, but it's not really meant like that. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. There are so many cliches or taboo or whatever topics that people take way out of context,
Right.
from what we're saying. So, but we want to
Yeah,
be
it's
able
like
to still connect. Go ahead.
yeah, you have to, you think of that because you hear about people that are about to be empty nesters and they've been
Mm-hmm.
raising their kids for 2 decades now, and all of a sudden the dynamic is going to shift. And it's like, you can't go for those 2 decades without dating your spouse. You've got to use
Right.
those 2 decades. You're still dating your spouse. You're still getting to know your spouse. You're still spending time with them. And sometimes you need to do that purposefully,
Mm-hmm.
even if you maybe don't feel like it, or even if you're tired, or put it on the calendar that you're regularly going to have time to spend with each other, because you don't want to neglect your kids, certainly.
Right.
However, your relationship, if it's going to be your primary priority in your family life, then yeah, you've got to give it some time. And the dynamics are going to change, of course. So, when you're raising kids, you've got to pour a lot of time into your kids, but you can't
Mm.
neglect your relationship during that time, completely, or else it's going to be way harder than later
Yeah.
to try to salvage it if you've kind of let it go.